Hello guys, so today we're talking about, welcome to my channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're going to be talking about Taurus in the 5th house. So, what does it mean when we have Taurus in the 5th house in our birth chart? So, if you have Taurus in the 5th house, that means that you are a Capricorn ascendant. So you should check out my video on Capricorn ascendants to get a better picture of what your entire chart looks like and to get more information on your chart. And before we begin, if you've been watching my videos and been thinking about getting a Vedic astrology reading, you can go ahead and do that for 30% off at vincent.thunderwizard.com. I have a 30% off. I can't talk today. I have a 30% off sale going on right now. That'll be ending pretty soon. And if you want to check out also my self-transformation challenge, it's a challenge that I learned from my teacher, and I'm teaching it to you guys. So it incorporates Kundalini yoga, qigong, and meditations, and it's basically a course that's designed to help you ascend and evolve spiritually, and help the energy to flow within your body more easily. So it'll basically cause some healing, and it does a whole bunch of really fantastic and amazing things for your body and your mind and your soul and your spirit. So it's helped me to psychologically evolve and transform, and yeah, it's a really great program. So so that up there is at patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. You can check that out for a monthly subscription, or you can just go down here and purchase that program outright for, it's going to be more, but it'll be just a flat fee. So I have other courses, guided meditations, and other things, mantras and stuff like that, available at gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, so we're talking about Taurus in the 5th house. So give me a second and we'll get into that. Okay, so Taurus in the 5th house. So what happens when we have Taurus in the 5th house? Well, in order to understand this, we have to understand what Taurus means in our chart, or what Taurus means. So Taurus is basically, it's a fixed earth sign. It's very grounding, very stable. It's very into earthly things and material things, like fashion, art, jewelry, feminine material things. So yeah, so that's Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus is also one of those planets that is, concerned with luxury items, material possessions, things like that. And so the 5th house has to do with fun, creativity, self-expression, playfulness, playing, creativity, joyfulness, has to do with making children. So it has to do with sex, physical expression, creative expression, playing, having fun, enjoying yourself, those kind of things. So it's also the house of children. So So what happens when we have Taurus in the 5th house? Well, the Taurus is ruled by Venus, so and the 5th house is naturally, well, I should say Leo. The sign of Leo is naturally the 5th house, so things like, so it's all about, self-expression and creativity and, being the center of attention, things like that. So, when we have Taurus here, I think of somebody who is very artistic about their communication and their self-expression and their creativity. They're very creative. So we have like Sun and Venus energy here. So we have like this like masculine energy of like being very creative and very, out there, dynamic and bold and stuff. And then we have this feminine Taurus Venus energy that's very, it's creative in another way. It's creative in the fact that it wants to bring things into the world and wants to manifest things, and it's all about material possessions and material things and the pleasures of the world kind of thing. So yeah, so this means that someone with this placement could be very creative about, could be very artful, very artful with their communication, with their expression and their creativity. So I think of someone who is like an actor with this placement. Somebody who expresses themselves artfully and creatively. What else? So this placement is very, it's like, I don't know, just something about it. It's just like an artist's placement. Like, when I think of this placement, I think of somebody who's very, a very good artist, or even like a musician or something. Like somebody who's very self-expressive and just wants to get their thing out there, but they're very creative about it. They're very artistic and very, they do it in such a beautiful way. And so this, it's a great placement to have. I mean, that's about all I could say for this one. I mean, it's just like, we're combining the earth energy with this dynamic creative energy. This has to do with also like your family relationships, or like, well, I wouldn't say that. I would say like maybe your relationship with your children, and so this could be very good. You'll have like a good relationship with them, in like, you'll communicate and express yourself in a very artful way. And just kind of, I don't know, somebody with this placement could be just a really good actor or like communicator. I mean, whatever you do, it's going to be very artful, very classy, very artistic in however you express yourself. Like, you could be a sports announcer and and you would be very, very smooth with how you express yourself, and with how you communicate, and all that good stuff, and how you put your product out in the world. It's going to be a very art, like very beautiful. You're not just going to this is the thing with this sign. You're not just going to just put something out there and have it be but when you do something, when you do a project, it's always going to look very beautiful, very presentable, very artistic, very pleasing to the eye. So whether you're an actor, or whether you're a musician, or a broadcaster, or whatever you're doing, you're going to present that in a very artful, very artistic, very beautiful, very, very pleasing way, not just some haphazard kind of communication. So yeah, this is another great sign for diplomats and stuff, because you're expressing yourself, but you're doing it in a really good way. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, so I'll just end it there. Once again, if you have not already, go ahead and check out vincent.thunderwizard.com to read more about my Vedic astrology sales and what I have to offer in Vedic astrology. Go ahead and check out patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman and gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. Alright, guys, so that's it for me. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.